Now that I've got my audio program switched back to the microphone like I should have had it, it's time for me to go into a little bit of a rantastic mode here again while I'm taking a break from many of the other projects and stuff that I've been working on, trying to get myself in order now that I've gotten other areas in my life somewhat adjusted, and so I can start devoting more time to different things, different projects, different responsibilities that I need to. You know how I gotta do it. I always gotta lead everything off with a preamble before I get to the meat of the matter. My curse on life, I suppose. Anyway, I really wanted to get on this thing where I really have been sitting on this for too long. I really wanted to get this out in the open, and I really needed an answer to this question, but I just kept putting it off, thinking it's really not that important, just whatever. But again, I'm sitting up in the house and my fiance is listening to Confused Matthew and doing one of his little ranting spins, talking about how certain movies have no story and no blah blah blah, and he's talking about the Wachowski, whoever these guys are. And from one of the rumors I've heard now, it's a guy and a gal or pretend gal. You know, I'm not getting involved in all those little side issues, but this is relevant for one particular reason. And this is something that's just been bugging the F out of me for ever since that this movie came out. And now I'm just tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of hearing it. Now I want answers. Because I'm not going to be satisfied until somebody tells me exactly what the hell they mean and what the hell is the problem that they had with this movie. And the movie in question is Matrix Revolutions, the third in the Matrix saga. Ever since this movie came out, I heard nothing but people complaining and hollering about it. Oh, they had such great potential and they took it and they messed it up and they didn't find it, and it's not a kind of movie that it should have been made. And now I'm at this point, I'm wanting to know, what the fuck kind of movie was it supposed to be? Well, somebody, please tell me what kind of fucking movie Matrix Revolutions was supposed to be in your mind, because apparently I didn't see any problem with it. And I'll tell you this much. The reason I didn't have any problems with Matrix Revolutions or its predecessor, Matrix Reloaded, was because these two movies, for me, were the saving grace of the first Matrix movie. I was just millimicrons away from just potentially hating completely on the Matrix movie altogether until the second movie came out, and then stuff started making some sense, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, now I can appreciate the first movie. But what everybody fell in love with the first movie, I hated about the first movie. And it seems like subsequently, as the story expanded, people started putting on this hate fest about how it was a disservice or dissatisfaction, or how it didn't address this, that, or the other about the first movie. And I'm like, what are these people talking about? I mean, if it were not for those two sequels, The Matrix as a standalone movie would have never seen anything like a position anywhere in my DVD collection. And if the only way that would have happened probably would have been if somebody just gave it to me free of charge and just said, hey, here you go, and maybe I might watch it for the special effects. But story-wise, no. Y'all didn't need to hear that, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. I just got finished eating, and of course, those of you who know, it's never a good idea for me to get on a microphone just after I've finished scarfing my face down. But really, I want to know. I'm not being facetious about this either. I want to know from everybody who's had major problems with these movies, especially the last one, how it wasn't the movie it was supposed to be. Then would somebody please tell me what the hell the movie was supposed to be? Because somehow, somewhere down the line, I missed it. Because whatever movie you thought that this movie should have been, I don't see what other kind of movie it could have been. So would you please explain it to me instead of just shitting on it, instead of just crapping on it, instead of just talking about how it messed up the Matrix and the whole philosophical this, that, or the other of the Matrix. And please just tell me in stark, contrasting detail what exactly was Matrix Revolutions supposed to be. Please. And again, I'm not joking. I want to know what this movie was supposed to be, since everybody else seems to get it but me. Because I have no problems with the movie. I appreciate the movie for what it was. The only problem I had with the third movie, honestly, is their brushing off their explanation as to how they try to explain Gloria Foster's death and replacement. You know, we didn't need to go through all those little extra details, so they had to rewrite the story in order to incorporate that in, but they didn't have to do it that way. I mean, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, anybody? Maggie Gyllenhaal replacing what's-her-face? So no, you didn't have to explain away why somebody looked different from, Iron Man. Okay, you went from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. Nobody bothered to explain why the two characters look different. It's like, hey, we understand, we're grown-ups out here. We know that sometimes, due to contractual reasons or due to unfortunate deaths or whatever, cast changes take place. And so, as a result of that, we just go with the flow. Hey, it's a movie. So, that's the one complaint that I can really level at the third Matrix movie. We didn't need the explanation as to why Gloria Foster got replaced and why somebody else came up in her place. That was a non-issue as far as I was concerned. But anything else and everything else relating to that movie, I want to know exactly what problem people have with this. Those who keep crapping on it, who keep talking about how it didn't continue the Matrix story and how it didn't address this, that, or the other. Okay, tell me what the story was supposed to be. Tell me what it was supposed to have addressed. And enlighten me. End of line.